Hey dudes, I just went out to Zap Splat and downloaded myself a growling sound. I want to install it to a little part of my video, and I'm going to show you how that works. So in this animation video that I created, by the time you see this it could be a different video, but at one point there is a zoom in where we get to see uh, a little growl moment. Let me get to that point, show you what I'm talking about. It's not this one, it's, yeah, it's right in here. Now this is where they're yelling, so let's just say that I wanted there to be a growl right there, right? That's where I want the growl to be at. He's giving a dirty look. He doesn't look as dirty as he should, but still, you get the idea. Let's say this is where I wanted the growl at. So I click on that particular keyframe. I've already got this little growl picked out. The trick is to add the sounds. If you go over here to sound, you'll notice there's nothing there. In other words, if I click on the keyframe, I can see sound. You see me hovering over here. So if I go to File and Import, I'll say Import to Library, and I'll go out to my Downloads folder where I have a little folder called Midterm Sounds, and I'll download Growl 1. Make sure it's an MP3, not a WAV file. MP3s are much more friendly in Animate/Flash. Click Open. There it goes. It pops that in the library. So that's sitting in my library along with everything else, growl.mp3. But it's also, we're also going to see a change happen with this particular keyframe where we should be able to choose a sound to add to it. So we can add a sound to that keyframe because it is technically in here. Now, right now it's pretending like that there is no sound. So let's see if we can't get this thing to stop misbehaving, because I should be able to add a sound to this. Give me just a minute here, trying to figure out why this is acting up. There it is. See this blank keyframe here, layer 2? Well, I clicked here twice. And now this keyframe is still not working, so I'll take the layer 1 keyframe and I'll just call this my sound, or my sounds, and I'll insert a blank keyframe here. So right here is where I'll insert a blank keyframe, and then on this particular keyframe I'll add growl1.mp3, and you can see the growl appearing right here. I can also, if I want to see the sound a little better, I could zoom in on this so I can see it better. So that should play at this point in the animation. Right? So right here is where I'd like for this to stop. So between frames 40 and frame 50, that's where the growl happens. Play it one more time. Alright, so that doesn't make a ton of sense, I know, but still, you get the idea. It's actually in there now, which is the main point. If you wanted to go in there and edit that sound, the next point is that you could do that. If you wanted to edit the sound, it is possible. So that happens by going over here to sound and clicking edit sound envelope, and it'll open up this dialog box. There's videos on this that you can watch, but what I really want you to know is if you wanted to cut down on the sound a little bit, you could go like this and you could crop it and try and change the distance of it. So this thing covers 10 frames. Let me take it down to 0.5 here for just a minute. Press OK. See how it changed out here? All right, I'll go a little bit further with it. Let me take this down a little bit more, like so, and then press OK. and that looks like it stops around frame 50. I do think that's confusing how you see minutes in here and over here you see frames, but that is, you can't adjust it by just clicking frames right there. So there we go. That's exactly 50 frames. Great. So now if I play this, this should make more sense. Again, not perfect, but you get the idea. If I press Control Enter and I play this little video, which is very short, you'll see some stuff you don't care about. But at one step or at one point right about here, you see that sound has been popped in there. This is how you add sound, and that's just an example of how you can add a specific sound. Again, there's two. Again, you're going to hear this in class, and it's in the lecture notes, but there's really two different types of sounds. There's sound effects, and then there's the music that you might add, or the music or the score that you might add to a video that you create. All right, so that's how you can add sounds in Animate/Flash.